Oh,
Okay.
hold on a second here.
Whip over here.
Okay.
Second. Here we go. All right. Can everyone hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? All right. So welcome to Temple Akiba and our Shabbat Shira service. We are so excited to see all of your faces. I look forward to this moment every single week, a moment of rest, a moment of peace, a moment of light. And more than anything, an opportunity for me and for our clergy and for our staff, our song leader, our cantorial intern, to see all of your faces. We miss you and we wish that we could see you in person, but it's such a treat to at least have this moment every Friday to be able to see you over Zoom. So we're so fortunate that we have this venue that we can still see each other and still interact with each other. My name is Cantor Lonnie Freilich, and I'll be leading services tonight with our song leader, Aaliyah Stewart, and with our new cantorial intern, Liz Baseman. Rabbi Shapiro sends his regards. He's not able to be with us tonight, but for a very good reason. His babies they turned 1 today. So he is home celebrating with Ron and with Maya and Eli, celebrating their first birthday. I can't believe that they're actually 1 year old. We also wanted to acknowledge Carol Diamond, our Vice President of Religious Practice, who is our tech and our welcoming guru. And she is the one that helped us get on Zoom and get online. And without her, we would be lost. So thank you so much, Carol, for all of the incredible work that you do. I actually wanted to begin our service with the knowledge that Labor Day is coming up very soon in the next few days, and we're celebrating this holiday with a reading about Labor Day, and it's entitled, "It Couldn't Be Done." It's a cute poem. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with the trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing, and he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever done it." But he took off his coat, and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing, and he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin, just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. And with that, we begin our service with the singing of Hine Matov. How wonderful it is that we are all here together.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's so nice to see you all. I've missed you. And we are going to begin with Hine Matov, how good it is for us to be together. Even virtually, we are together. So please join me. Hine Matov, Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Thank you, Aliyah. And we continue our service with the singing of Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Sing a New Song unto God. And our new cantorial intern, Liz, will be leading us in this song.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. As we sing a new song to God and all the earth. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, cantorial intern Liz. And we continue with the lighting of our candles as we bring in the light of Shabbat. and following with our Kiddush, our symbol of joy, as we celebrate the joy and the beauty of Shabbat. And our cantorial intern Liz will help lead us in those prayers.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Liz. And we ask for all who are able to please rise for our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'chata ve'otanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
I am.
Thank you so much, cantorial intern Liz. And I'm so used to saying, and now we welcome to the Bima our representative from our board, but right now we have no Bima, unfortunately. So I'm going to say, and now we welcome to the front of Zoom, to our speaker view on Zoom, Caitlin Dubois, who is a new board member, and she is the trustee to the ECC, and she will be officially welcoming us tonight.
Thank you, Cantor Lonnie. On behalf of the board, I'd like to welcome you and thank you all for being here tonight. And of course, a special thank you as always to Cantor Lonnie Freilich, our cantorial intern Liz Baseman, and our song leader Aaliyah Stewart. I just have a few reminders for you. There's no Torah study tomorrow morning due to the Labor Day holiday, but it will resume next week. And we will still have Havdalah tomorrow night at 7:15. That's Saturday tomorrow. And if you have not done so already, please send your membership renewals into the office. And don't forget to sign up for the High Holy Days if you'd like to join us on Zoom. And lastly, for religious school families, you can pick up your materials for the start of religious school on this coming Sunday between 9 and 11:30 in the parking lot. And again, thank you all for joining us, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much, Caitlin. And welcome officially to the board and to your duties as host and official greeter for our services tonight. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Aaliyah will be leading us in the Lachado D. a prayer written by Shlomo Halevi Alkabetz, a 16th century Kabbalist. He wanted to ensure his name would be remembered throughout the centuries, and he embedded his name right into this prayer. The first letter of the first 8 verses form an acrostic of the author's name, Shlomo Halevi. Aliyah will be leading us in a few verses, and on our last verse, Bo'i v'Shalom, we ask for you to rise and face any entrance in your home to welcome the Sabbath bride.
Thank you, Kanchilani. I did not know that. Learn something new every day. All right, please join us in Lecha Dodi. Lecha, Lecha Dodi, Lecha, Lecha Kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat Nekavela. Lecha, Lecha Dodi, Lecha, Lecha Kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat Nekavela. La 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 la, Lecha, Lecha Dodi, Lecha, Lecha Kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat Nekavela. Lecha, Lecha Dodi, Lecha, Lecha Kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat Nekavela. Shamor. Shamor b'zachor b'riborecha, Hishme'anu echad miuchad Adonai echad Shemo echad, V'shem lo tiferet v'litin la 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 lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Toreri, Toreri, Kiva orech umi uri, 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 shedaveri, Kevod Adonai alach nigla la 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 lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Please rise if you are able and face an entrance as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Bo'i v'Shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Bo'i chala, Bo'i chala. Lecha, lecha dodi, lecha, lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha, lecha dodi, lecha, lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. La 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 la, lecha, lecha dodi, lecha, lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha, lecha dodi, lecha, lecha kala, P'nei P'nei Shabbat nekavela.
Thank you, Aliyah. That was beautiful. And now that we have welcomed the Sabbath bride, we enter into the formal worship service. Beginning with our next prayer, the Baruchu, we call ourselves to worship and prepare to say the Shema Yisrael, our statement of God's oneness and one of our most important prayers. And we begin with the Baruchu, which Aliyah will help lead.
La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu at Adonai mevorach, Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed.
The Shema, our next prayer, is a prayer that teaches us to listen and remember that God is our God and that God is one. And we wanted to remind you, we've been doing this for the past couple of weeks now. Because we can't hear your voices, we still would love for you to participate. And we have been doing some hand motions to compensate for the fact that we're not able to sing together currently. So when we do the Shema, we are going to put our hand to our ear in listening. So we're going to do Shema Yisrael, and we're going to put our arms over so that we are including our entire community. So Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, and then Adonai Echad, that God is one. So we hope that you all join us in our hand motions while Aliyah leads us in the singing of Shema. And we ask for all who are able to please rise for this prayer.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ha'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ha'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
It is so incredible to see all of you doing those hand motions. It really feels like we are participating all together. And I can also, in my mind, hear all of your beautiful voices singing along with Aliyah. So thank you for participating in that way. It makes our service even more special. Our cantorial intern Liz will be leading us in the chanting of the Ve'ahavta. And while the Shema is a prayer that teaches us to listen, the Ve'ahavta is a prayer that teaches us to love. It's essentially an instruction guide reminding us of all of the ways that we can show our love to God.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Thank you so much, cantorial intern Liz. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be at one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. We continue with the singing of Mi Chamocha, our song of redemption.
So as this is Shabbat Shira, I wanted to share a melody of Mi Chamocha that I'm hoping to teach all of the religious school students this year because it's one of my favorites, so I hope you enjoy it as well. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you,
version so much. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm sure our religious school kids are going to love that. That is so filled with spirit. Thank you so much. As we enter into the next section of our service, the Amidah, I wanted to share a reading that perfectly describes the message of our next prayer, the Avot. Imagine a beautiful mountain spring, pure and clear, full of freshness and power. It descends from the highest peaks, flowing down to water the floor of the valley. So it is with the souls of those who came before us. The beauty of their lives still flows down to their descendants, renewing our will, restoring our faith, giving us the power to act as they did, inspiring us to reach higher, to grow in strength, courage, and generosity. And so we are taught. Each of us is obligated to say, when will my deeds reach the level of the deeds of my ancestors? Let us cherish what we've learned from beloved family, friends, and teachers. Their memory comes to us as an inheritance, an ever-flowing stream of goodness and blessing. Let us drink deep and remember. And our cantorial intern Liz will be leading us in the Amidah, in the Avot, Giverot, Kedushat Hayom. And following that, we will have a moment of silent reflection.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevii geula livnei bneihem, Le'ma'an shemo be'ahava, Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibur leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol ata, Rav lehoshia, morid hatal. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofe cholim, umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al givurot umido melach melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'emanata lechachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim bechol yom yechallelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We take the next few moments for silent reflection. If you are standing, please feel free to be seated at this time.
Oh, say shalom, b'imramav. Oh, say shalom, b'imramav. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom, b'imramav. Oh, say shalom, b'imramav. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down, bring peace down.
Thank you so much, Cantorial Intern Liz. I love that version. And we were so lucky to have the composer of that, Alana Jagoda, with us last year in our guest artist series. Oh, we have a crying baby somewhere. So it is Shabbat Shira, and it is the first of the month, and we usually do a story instead of a sermon, and I wanted to tell a story tonight. This is actually, I'm going to be reading a book, a PJ Library book, and it is called What a Way to Start a New Year. And it's all about expectations that are not met leading up to Rosh Hashanah, which I'm sure is something that we are all going through right now. So this is What a Way to Start a New Year, a Rosh Hashanah story. It was almost Rosh Hashanah, but we weren't getting ready for the holiday. We were eating pizza in our new house, sitting on packing boxes. How can we have Rosh Hashanah here without the Kaplans, I complained. Dad agreed. I'll miss Mrs. Kaplan's honey cake. My father wasn't Jewish, but he loved celebrating the holidays, especially with our old neighbors, the Kaplans. Their daughter Lily was my best friend. Why can't we go back to Greenville, my little brother Harry asked. Mrs. Kaplan invited us. Good idea, said Mom. I'll call her. The next morning, we piled into the car, and Dad said he would join us later. Greenville was only 2 hours away. Harry pinched his nose. Marcus smells bad. He does, I agreed. Oh no, Mom grabbed Marcus from his car seat. Let me change his diaper. I'll be quick. Harry ran after Mom. I forgot my special pillow. A few minutes later, Mom came out of the house with Marcus in her arms and Harry behind. Bang! The front door slammed shut. Mom grabbed the doorknob. My keys! The house was locked with Mom's keys inside. What a way to start a new year, Mom said, sitting down on the steps. We called Dad. He came home from work and used his key to open the door. Then we all left the house together. I couldn't wait. In Greenville, we had friends. In Greenville, we didn't get lost on the way to the grocery store. Unfortunately, we didn't get very far. Bumpity bump bump. The back tire was flat. Dad pulled off the road. What a way to start a new year, Dad said. We called a tow truck. By the time the tire was fixed, it was too late to drive to Greenville, so we went back home to our packing boxes. It doesn't feel like Rosh Hashanah here, I told Mom. We don't even have a round challah. Harry opened the refrigerator and reached for a bottle of grape juice. Careful, Mom warned, but it was too late. The bottle slipped out of Harry's hands and grape juice spilled all over the floor. What a way to start a new year, Harry said. We heard Dad hang up the telephone. I just talked to Alan Levine from my office, and he invited us to join him at Temple Shalom. He thinks we will enjoy the services, Dad said. We'll eat when we get home, Mom said. I have leftover pizza. No brisket? No honey cake? Harry asked. What a way to start a new year, I grumbled. When we got to the synagogue, Dad introduced us to Mr. Levine. He had white hair and a big smile. Happy New Year, he greeted us. We sat down just as the cantor began singing. It sounds like Greenville, Harry whispered. He was right. The songs and prayers sounded just like they did in our synagogue in Greenville, but the people weren't the same. I didn't recognize a single face. After services, Mr. Levine came up to us in the lobby. I'd like for you to meet my wife, he said. A white-haired woman held out her hand to Mom. Do you have plans for dinner? Harry crossed his arms and pouted, leftover pizza. Mrs. Levine smiled. Why don't you come to our house? Are you having brisket? Harry asked. Mrs. Levine nodded. Okay, Harry said, and everybody laughed. Harry was satisfied, but I wasn't. One look at Mr. and Mrs. Levine's white hair told me there wouldn't be any kids at dinner. Rosh Hashanah would be boring. even if the food was good. Then a boy about Harry's size came up and tugged on Mr. Levine's hand. "Grandpa," he said, "can we leave now? I'm hungry." "Yes," Mr. Levine said, "but first meet our new friends, Dina and Harry." "I'm Michael," the boy said. "And I'm Maya," a girl about my size came up beside me. There was a large table in the Levine's dining room. Harry and I sat at one end with Maya and Michael. We ate round challah, brisket, and all the Rosh Hashanah foods we loved, except there was no honey cake. "My family likes apple cake better," Maya said. "Try a piece." "Yummy," Harry said, taking a bite. Dad agreed. I nodded my head. What a wonderful way to start a new year. What a way to start a new year. I find myself saying similar words all of the time in this new reality. What a way to start a birthday, an anniversary, a Shabbat service. The list goes on. Like the family in this story, there have been many bumps on all of our roads in the past 6 months. We are living through difficult times and have had to deal with a new reality of life and unmet expectations over and over again. Birthdays look different, celebrations look different, life looks different. And like the family in this story, our Rosh Hashanah, our holidays, will look very different this year. All of our holidays services will be online. The family in our story found a new normal. They realized the new synagogue sang the same blessings, and they enjoyed Rosh Hashanah dinner at their new friend's house. We hope our high holiday experience this year will be similar. While the look may be different, and while we may not be able to pray together in person, the feeling remains the same. The music, the prayers, the message, and the beauty of the holiday season remains the same. We can't wait to see all of you in person, to sing together, to pray together, to be able to give all of you hugs. We miss those hugs so much. But until it is safe to do so, we will strive to create meaningful experiences that allow us to say, what a way to start a new year, but in the most positive of ways. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may that be God's will. And now we move on to one of my favorite sections of the service. It is the first of the month, so it is our birthday and anniversary celebrations, where we celebrate all of the incredible occasions that are happening, the special occasions that are happening this month. We have a very long list of birthdays and anniversaries that we wanted to share and to be able to celebrate with all of you out there who are celebrating a birthday or an anniversary. So I'm going to begin with our long list of birthday celebrations. Happy birthday to each and every one of you. Happy birthday to Ellie Kleeman, Ezra Rausch, Sonia Bandy, Rosalie Gotts, Linda Lessing, Charles Shapiro, Layla Williams, Thomas Klitzner, Eli Shapiro Galperin, yay! And Maya Shapiro Galperin, happy first birthday. Veronica Bregman, Joanne Bronson, Vivian Brumer, Eileen Krause, Emily Parkhurst Hoggett, Niles Kasman, David Clemis, Michael Smith, Jacob Delfino, Laura Jenkins, Sarah Reynolds, David Silberstein, Emma Vermette, Sharon Mararo, Joshua Miller, Lucy Pristave, Rosalind Zackheim, Gail Bromberg, Stanley Rainier, Abigail Burson, Eli Burson, Jennifer Yadagari, Ariana Goldfarb, Shayna Graff, Tammy Prins, Irma Silverstein, Stella Cohn, Eliana Lesh, Adam Reyes, Mark Trachtenberg, Judith Woolsey, Kayako Abrams, Penelope Senelik, Ethan Alexander, David Hindler, Elsa Lieber, Jody Sempblasky, Joseph Barth, Eric Bergen, Craig Newman, our song leader emeritus, Olive Rosenberg, Riley Taylor, Lauren Varsano, Sabrina Wind, Thelma Waxman, Eric Petrush, Judd Wexler, Brad Burris, Elisa Moskowitz, Emil Banyan, Laura Sherman, Elaine Barrington, Aaron Newman, Nathan Peled, Matthew Shapiro, Terry Teplin, Natalie Cayetano, John Brash, Owen Fighter, Kayla Gray, Shelby Gray, Ryan Lucas, Abigail Moster, Daniel Penso, Marjorie Zinman, Casey Brennan, Donna Flyer, Jasmine Jaffe, Eris Weissman, Raquel Gursky, and Vivian Gursky, Michael Wolkowitz, Robin Comstock, Elijah Gerstel, Zev Gerstel, Veronica Gursky, Charlotte Lackman, Dara Levy, Jeff Longo, and Peter Strauss. Wow, what a list. There are so many celebrations going on in September. Happy birthday to each and every one of you. And we also are celebrating the anniversaries that take place in September, including Gail and David Bromberg, Edie and Ken Elkinson, Jamie and Joe Rubin, Nicole and Adam Schreck, Mariana and David Weinzimmer, Anne and Jeff Wexler. My husband and I celebrated our 14th anniversary yesterday, so happy anniversary to us. Heidi and Mark Finberg, Danielle and Jen Shepard, Jordan and Adam Derometti, Amy and Michael Ralph, Carolyn and Adam Schwartz, Wendy and Devin Senelik, Elizabeth and Morris Lodowitz, Jordan Truckman and Brad Holtzman, Elaine and Michael Metzinger, Bex and Harrison Quitman, Joanna Shainman and Rob Sondick, Jean and Arnie Geffner, Aileen and Russell Taylor, Bree and Alex Bandy, Jody Sent Blasky and Mark Blasky, Sarah Malkin and Ben Huber, Danielle Klebanow and Srikanth Kadiala, Kim and Bruce Lerner, Myrna and Edward Ross, Maria and Steve Brout, Rachel and Peter Strauss, and Marilyn and Martin Gold. Happy anniversary and happy birthday to all of you. We ask God's blessing for all of you who are celebrating another milestone in your life. We cherish each and every celebration. You are all such a light to Temple Akiba, and we are so honored to celebrate this milestone in your life with you. May you continue to go from strength to strength, and we pray that next year we will have the opportunity to celebrate your milestones in person together. And Aliyah is going to lead us in the singing of the Shehecheyanu prayer, a prayer that helps us celebrate special occasions such as this.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'hiyanu l'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'hiyanu l'zman hazeh, l'zman
And we begin our concluding prayers with the Aleinu, and we ask for all who are able to please rise while our cantorial intern Liz will lead us.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. As we prepare to recite the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, we remember those who have died during the past 30 days, including Naomi Ann, Nikki Gold, and we also remember Robert Fox, brother-in-law to Wendy and Howard Shapsis, who passed away recently. His memorial service will be on Sunday, so we will officially start saying Kaddish for him next week, but wanted to remember him. We also remember those whose yahrzeits occur this week, and we begin with the names located in our Sue and Jerry Erfurg Memorial Room, including Anna Bleifer, Lillian Edelman, Joseph Goldstein, Howard Caton, Annette Conblet, Deborah Conblet, Gary Conblet, Gerald Conblet, Janet Levy, Saul Meshul, Theodore Miller, Eleanor and Gary Resnick, Minnie Samuels, Margaret Walter, and Sam Zinkow. And we add to their names Tricia Brennan, Rachel Edberg, Harold Fromm, Ruth Fromm, Edward Graff, Leah Kitts, Lou Nell, Nathan Kreisel, Irving Myers, Nancy Nathanson, Bertie Pollock, Phyllis Rosenberg, Joseph Schwed, Luba Serfati, Samuel Springer, Louis Stock, Celian Stadel, Betty Trebish, Sharon Weiner, and Louis Weiner. And if there is anyone else that you are remembering that was not mentioned, and we would love for you to type their names either in the chat box on Zoom, or if you are watching us on YouTube, please feel free to write their names as well in the chat box on YouTube. And we ask for all who are able to please rise for the Kaddish, as hopefully Carol will be screen sharing our words for all of us. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lmei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Please be seated. And we conclude our service with the singing of Shofar Blast. We have Rosh Hashanah coming up very soon, and we love this song. This is one of our favorite songs to sing to our ECC and our religious school, and Aaliyah is going to lead us in our closing song.
Thank you so much, Cantor Lonnie, for everything, for a beautiful service that you have led so wonderfully. Thank you so much. We are going to conclude with Shofar Blast to get ready for the high holidays, and it just always puts a smile on my face. So I hope you sing along. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. I the sounds of the shofar together. So I know I can't really hear you, but I can see you all singing. So I'm gonna do repeat after me of the sounds. So repeat after me. Tekiah, Tekiah, Shevarim, Shevarim, Teruah, Teruah. And now Tekiah Gedolah. Let's all take a big breath and hold it as long as we can. Tekiah Gedolah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. One more time. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, 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 happy New Year. Shana Tova, everybody.
Shana Tova, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight, but don't go anywhere yet. So we are going to have an opportunity to stay on Zoom and chat and just have a chance to schmooze with each other following our hamotzi. So as soon as we're done with the hamotzi, then Carol is going to take us off live from YouTube, and feel free to stick around so that we can join together and see how we're all doing. So of course I have our freshly baked challah as usual from my daughters and my mother-in-law, and we are going to put our hands out and pretend that we are all touching the challah as we sing together. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our humble prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. A big thank you to Aaliyah and to our cantorial intern, Liz, to Carol. We hope to see you soon. For all of those who are on Zoom, feel free to stick around while Carol gets us off live.